That's why I stalled, everyone. There's only one chance to get to do something like that, and I didn't want to miss it. Terrorist crew, it's me, Peter Boulot. Rich, thank you so much for stalling. I appreciate that. You can see the glorious purpose was to play Peaches and Herb reunited. I'm sure that my mom remembers that song from the discotheques back in the day, right, Mom? Okay, great. So, how was everyone's 2020?
Woo!
I'm glad there's something else that you guys could collectively boo besides me. It only took one of the worst years that any of us have lived through to earn a worse boo than me, so that feels good. But yeah, thank you all for being here tonight. This is a sold-out show. The first Terror is back, so I appreciate that very much. The theater's been open for a while, and I don't think we've seen a crowd of this size probably since the last time we did Terrors, which was February 2020. So just know that what we're seeing tonight is something very special, and I think everyone who works here can attest that we don't see crowds like this for almost anything ever. So I really appreciate you. This is what horror can do when we're all together and united. So thank you. Tonight, we're back here at the Dipson Amherst Theater. I like to call it the Funhouse.
Woo!
You don't see me for a year and a half, and that's how you treat me. That's how you treat me. You know, that's I appreciate. I think that's just that you miss me a little bit, and maybe you're afraid to admit it. But I missed you, so thank you. So yeah, tonight's movie, The Funhouse, directed by the late Tobe Hooper, one of the greatest who ever did it. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, parts 1 and 2, Life Force. What's the name of the alligator movie? Eat Alive. But tonight is The Funhouse, a classic carnival horror with just great special effects, and it's a movie that feels good to come back with. When Nicole and I first started dating, I remember us watching The Funhouse on DVD on her computer, and just us laughing together and having such a fun time with the movie. So I have very fond memories of this movie attached to Nicole and I and our little love, our romance. Yeah, I'm a spooky guy with a sensitive side, I haven't talked to this many people in a long time, so I'm sure none of us have talked to people in a very long time. Next week we're showing Stephen King's sole directorial effort, Maximum Overdrive. Yes, there we go. You guys are clapping for cocaine is really what you're clapping for. That's right, drugs! So if you didn't buy your tickets for that one, I would recommend getting them soon, because these shows people are snatching them up quick. Tickets are on sale for that now. And then the week after, July 29th, we are screening Prom Night 1980, starring Jamie Lee Curtis. You might have heard of her from those Activia commercials. Our yogurt makes you shit. Should have me do it, it'd be a lot cheaper, and Leslie Nielsen is in that one. He was in movies like Airplane, if you like laughing at things. And we're doing prom night, the terrorist prom, so if you want to dress up in a tux or a gown, feel free to, I will. I'm going to try to find a nice powder blue pastel leisure suit type thing, maybe a jumpsuit, something real goofy. My buddy Nick Muldoon's going to be DJing that night. We're going to go all out, decorations, photo op area, it's going to be a lot of fun. And then after that, very much excited that we're going to be screening David Cronenberg's Shivers. And not only are we screening that movie, but the star of the film, Lynn Lowry, will be here for it. So if you haven't seen it, it's a David Cronenberg film. Do not bring your children here. Bianca, leave Matthew at home for that film. It's about a parasite that makes all these people in a fancy apartment complex turn into sex-crazed maniacs. So it's classic Cronenberg body horror. And that'll be on Tuesday, August 3rd. That is a Tuesday, so keep that in mind. And tickets are on sale for that. I want to say thank you, everyone, for buying your Terrace t-shirts. I see a lot of my face on your chests, which feels good.
I had that long before the shirts, Pete.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, those are locally printed. Dan Morris did the design, so thank you, Dan, for helping me with that. Where's Dan? Hey, Dan, how are you? But yeah, those are locally printed. I want to thank Nicole, my wonderful girlfriend, for Look, if my lot in life is to be booed and Nicole to get applauded, I'm fine with that, so that's fine. Yeah, all right. A little something, that's great. And I want to thank Dan Morris. He's an invaluable asset to everything for Terrors. The art, I mean, he's just my consigliere. Everything goes through him and Nicole, and then it gets to you, so thank you, Dan. Yeah, thank you to the Dipson Theaters, Rich especially, and the whole staff here. Thank you and thank you to Devin Toys and Tees, Eric and Robin for setting up a beautiful shop here. And I just want to try my best to wrap up quickly, but there were times last year while everything was on fire in the world, and there was cannibal rats and murder hornets and just the daily fresh hell that we lived through. There was days that I thought Terrors was a memory of from someone else's life and not my own. It seemed something from the distant past. So to be here again tonight with all of you was something that I thought may not ever happen. And just to see that we are here, we made it to this point is really something beautiful. And probably one of the only things that I look forward to coming back after the pandemic. Shoveling other people's popcorn mess is fine for money, but it's spiritually non-nourishing. Sorry, Rich. But to be here with you, it was something I was looking forward through the darkest times of last year. So thank you all very much. And I'm glad we made it and we can all be together again. Dan, can you come up real quick? Dan wants to show you something, then we'll get this movie going, because Tobe Hooper wasn't clowning around with the Funhouse. Oh, it snuck by him, it was a stealthy one. All right, you ready, Dan? All right, so as you know, maybe you don't know, but the Terrors 5-year anniversary is next month. 5 years. 5 years. That's half a decade of horror that has made it because of you wonderful people supporting it. So we wanted to do something special for Terrors Week, and Dan, why don't you show them what we got? Come closer. So I'd like to announce Terrors Weekend. All right? Terrors Weekend. There we go. And so it's Terrors Weekend celebrating half a decade of horror with throwback terror screenings. So on Thursday, August 12th, we're screening Happy Future Birthday. We're going to be screening Lucio Fulci's Zombie, also known as Zombie 2. Fucking love that movie. If you haven't seen it, you absolutely have to be here for that. Italians are among the best to do it, and the soundtrack is just incredible. Then on Friday, August 13th, this is one that people say was one of their favorite terror screenings ever. It's Pieces.
Woo!
That's Friday the 13th.
That's my favorite.
Pieces. It's pretty sweet. And then to wrap up Terrors Weekend, we're going to be showing this, the second movie ever that we screened for Terrors, Lamberto Bava's Demons. It's 3 nights in a row of classic terror screenings, and if you weren't here to see them in their original run, or you want to see them again, I know I do, buy your tickets tonight. We're all ready to sell them. August 12th, 13th, and 14th, Terrors Weekend. Thank you, Dan, for that wonderful art, and that's also Dan's art and the early Terrors artist, Josh Flanagan, so it's a little combo. So thank you again for making Terrors live for 5 years. That's wonderful. And happy birthday to Amanda. Amanda, where are you? Happy birthday, Amanda. Thank you for spending your birthday with us. Happy birthday. And what's the name of your store? Is it Rust Belt? Rust Belt Threads. Happy birthday, man. And thank you everyone for being here. Let's take pictures and shit afterwards. Thank you.
You forgot to say Terrors is family.
Tears is family.
Tears is family.
We made it.